Hello and welcome to A Soul's Experience, a channel dedicated to helping the human race remember what we really are. On this episode, we are going to be looking at the 5 things to expect. Hey, that was 10. Okay. The 5 things to expect when going through a spiritual awakening. So let's jump right in. Number 1, revelation. When you finally discover who you are inside, you're going to want to tell the world. It's a revelation in a sense of you realize that everything that you had learned previously had been wrong and you're now just discovering the truth. Honestly, the revelation can be absolutely mind-blowing. I wanted to just tell the world, and that's kind of what I've done, which led me on to the next thing to expect if you're going through a spiritual awakening. Number 2, isolation. You finally discover yourself, you're going to be still you, but you're going to be a higher manifestation of yourself. You're going to be different. You're going to be vibrating higher. And that actually can lead to people, especially if you tell people what's starting to happen, if you're getting visions through meditation, you're starting to feel energy and stuff from around, you're starting to just see the world in a different way and starting to sort of explore beyond the boundaries of the human mind. Some people are going to think you're just crazy. Some people are going to think you're attention seeking, possibly. Some people just, it's too big for them to even comprehend. So you might find yourself losing friends. You might find your friendship group changing. If you're anything like me, you could pretty much end up pretty alone on your journey. In all truth, in all honesty. Yeah, no one said spirituality had to be fun 100% of the time, right? It can be isolating. I'm just coming from an honest perspective of what you might experience in your spiritual awakening. So, number 3. Number 3 kind of leads on from number 2. If you don't get a check on it, and that's depression. There is something called spiritual depression, which kind of, it's kind of like the same thing. You know, you're kind of learning to walk again. That's what it's like. You know, I spent 35 years as an ego, as the character Sean Hills, a guy that was born in the UK in 1987, a guy that went to this school and done this and done that. I really, really believed I was my ego. So finding out that everything was kind of a lie, and that people that told you what was a lie ended up being true, it's hard. And I would say I'm just coming out the end. I still have my bad days, but it's been about a year. It's been about a year of the most amazing highs of my life, and some real lows. So depression, watch out for that one. If you feel that, I really advise just trying to find other people with an open mind to talk to, because people with a closed off mind, they're actually going to make you feel more isolated and worse. Not on purpose, but they can make you feel. You need someone who can relate, someone who's vibrating the same as you. So yeah, watch out for that depression, which leads us on to number 4. Sensitivity, which is, I was quite a sensitive person anyway, emotional sensitivity. So your emotions, especially when you become more empathetic. So when you have a spiritual awakening, all of a sudden, some people have this, I believe we all have this kind of gift anyway. We all have the gifts anyway, but we stray so far away from them. You can feel negative, positive energy radiating in a room. You can tell if a situation is not quite right. No one has to say a word. No one has to say anything. You can read body language all of a sudden, like you've been studying it for 20 years. You just know what people are thinking. You know if someone's lying to you. You're just a human lie detector. You're a human radar, and you're just picking up the truth, not what humans are saying, doing, or acting. You're picking up what's really going on behind the scenes. And actually, it can be kind of chaotic, because all of a sudden you feel this empathy towards people that are suffering, towards people that are in pain and are stressed a lot, and you try and fix it all the time, because your emotions, like I said, you become so sensitive that to sit in a room full of another negative person, it actually becomes cringy, because when you have a spiritual awakening, everything you do starts to become love, and from a place of love. So always bumping into negative other energies, they can really put you out your stride, man. That's all I'm saying. So you're going to become more sensitive. Animals are going to start becoming more attracted to you and feel safer with you. Vulnerable people are going to start feeling safer and more attracted to you, because these people that operate in a different way from the norm, and animals especially, extremely sensitive, young children, people close to the end, people that have had near-death experiences, people that have the gift anyway, you all start operating in a higher realm of vibration and connecting as one and not separate. So you start naturally just wanting to be more affectionate to people that might seem vulnerable, or animals. You might just start naturally attracting the animals, like the cat just all of a sudden can't stay away from you. And yeah, birds start flying around you more. You find that insects and bees and stuff aren't really as scared of you as they used to be, and are kind of just flying around like you're just part of nature, which you are. So you actually start to revert back to a nature vibration, and just, yeah, become one with Mother Gaia and the world again, which is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing that you will 100% eventually go through on your, I believe that 100%, that every single one of us, we don't all have the depression, you know, we don't all have to go through the isolation, depending on your circumstances in life, but the connectivity to the world, if you're not already there, which a lot of you will be, and congratulations, and God bless for that. But the ones that aren't quite there, that are just feeling, maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're feeling this isn't for you, you got no choice. Once you raise your vibration, you're into the realms of love. And it's a great place to be once the other stuff starts figuring itself out, which it will do if we stay positive. Oh, that was a big one. That was a positive one. Wanted to talk about that one. So yeah, sensitivity. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing once we learn to control it. And that leads us on to number 5. I forgot how to count there for a second. Number 5. Feeling lost in life. This was huge. This kind of got mixed in with my depression and my isolation. I felt so lost. It kind of all merged into one big heavy cloud that was with me on and off for the last year, which I'm finally cracking out of, starting to feel more like myself again. Yeah, and that's because you're losing your ego. Okay, we all go through spiritual awakening at different times in our life. Some people are born with the gift, choosing to keep their gift, which can make our lives more difficult. Because life does get more difficult. You lose your ego. You lose that character that got you so far, that's survived on planet Earth. This character that just, he could be mean to people, or she could be mean to people to get a little bit ahead. They could tell white lies and feel okay with that, and all of a sudden all that stuff just doesn't sit right with you anymore. All of a sudden being nasty to other people, even having negative thoughts, you know, is destroying who you are. And it's not who you are anymore. You are a spiritual soul. You are coming from a place of love. You are connected to endless eternal love. You are endless eternal love. When you realize that, which you will do through a spiritual awakening, again, I believe that we will all come to that realization. I believe that's probably one of the biggest parts, is realizing who you truly are, of the spiritual awakening. That is kind of what it is. And wow, you can feel lost. It's like, I've lived my life a certain way for so long, and now I have to do it in a different way. But when you become spiritually awakened, there is no choice. There is no choice. Your soul and your heart won't let you be the ego you used to be. You can try, and you can kick and scream, and you can try and force yourself to be that person, but it will never sit right with you ever again. You have changed for life. You have changed for the positive. You have changed for the universe and for the growth and the expansion of consciousness and awareness. You have done an amazing job. To keep going. It is so difficult. No one talks about the hard parts of spiritual awakening, but they're there. We just got to keep on muddling through. And on that note, I really, really pray that your soul experience leads to wisdom and growth. And I want to thank you for being here with me and all of us down here on planet Earth. All the best. If you've enjoyed this video and it's resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that the message can spread further and further. And why not leave a comment? Have you gone through spiritual awakening? Have you felt the negative and the positive side effects? Where are you on your journey? I would love to hear from you, and I'll speak to you again soon.